morning guys, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday or Friday when you watch this, but today we are filming a day in the life of a content creator. Now I put a vote option thing up on my story last night, and I always put options that are on my list anyway. We will get to them all, but I just like to give you guys what you want in real time, you know what I mean? So this one came in first, and then the mental health chat came in second, so maybe that could be next week's video. But today I have the day off my full-time job and I'm doing a lot of content stuff, so I thought it would probably be a good time to take you along with me, answer any questions that you guys have. I've put a question box up. There may be a little cheeky lunch mukbang as well, but right now I'm just going to get ready for the gym. So my morning routine will pretty much be the same, and I'll bring you guys along with me. So let's do it. I have been to the gym, I've walked Franklin. You guys have started asking some questions. I am going to show you like behind the scenes of everything today, and I'm going to not gatekeep anything. But I just made my brekkie. My sheets are in the wash, that's why I'm surrounded by pillows and like my doona. Jesus Christ. And so I thought while I eat, I can answer some of the questions that have come through, and hopefully more come through throughout the day, because I only put the question box up this morning, which is a mistake on my part. I should have done that last night. But I am about to post a TikTok. I've already posted one TikTok today, which was like my get ready with me for the gym. And then I just took Franklin for a walk, so I filmed that, and I filmed it in the app. Now, I finished my workout. It's time to walk Franklin. Guys, we're putting the raincoat on today. Shut up. I don't want to hear my voice. I hate the sound of my own voice, and then it's weird because I hear it so much because I edit my own videos. And not only do I hear it when I say it, but then I go back and edit it. So I'm going to post that, and then I'm going to eat my brekkie as well, which is just my usual breakfast bowl. Now, one of the questions was, what editing apps do you use? And to be totally honest with you guys, I use the editing app already on my computer, which is just like a video editor. And that's for all of my YouTube videos. And then for TikTok, I edit 99% of videos in the app. The only video that's not edited in the app is my daily vlog, and that's because I take little clips throughout the day to put into the daily vlog, and I edit that on my phone editor, which is like iMovie on my iPhone. But I have heard that there is an app called CapCut, and there's another one which I downloaded once. No, it was CapCut. I did download CapCut because they had like this cool edit where it like blurred the screen. Anyway, that's how I do it. I'm not very techie, guys. I'm just like, whatever is easier. Because if it's easier, then I'm more inclined to want to do it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of questions on here, and I'm excited because you guys are the best. You guys are the best. I love this question. It says, how much of your life do you not film in your vlogs? So I do 2 vlogs. I do a daily vlog every single day on TikTok, and then I do a weekly vlog every Sunday on YouTube. Now, before I edit the vlogs, the raw footage that I capture for a daily vlog is about 3 minutes. For a weekly vlog, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. And then I edit that down, and in a daily vlog you might see 1 minute. And in a weekly vlog, you might see anywhere between 40 to like 55 minutes. I think the longest weekly vlog I've done has been 55 minutes. Which, if you think about it, there's 24 hours in the day. And if I'm asleep for like 7 of them, there's a whole, 12 to 14 hours that you're not seeing. And I know I am authentic in my vlogs. I know I am real in my vlogs. I will say that I find YouTube to be, I guess, more transparent because it is a longer form video, whereas you might see one clip that goes for 3 minutes in YouTube versus you might see 1 minute on TikTok, which has a whole day's worth of stuff in it. And I had someone once leave a comment saying, I feel like you show a different side to yourself on YouTube, and it's honestly just because the video is longer. I'm the same. But that's my washing machine. Hang on. I'm back. I'm going to take that to the laundromat. But yeah, I think it's really interesting. And obviously I when I see other vlogs or other content, I'm so mindful that I'm only seeing a split second, because I know that I also would show a split second, especially on TikTok. But yeah, it's really interesting how the content comes like how it gets cut down. But I'm going to finish this, guys. Go to the laundromat, have a shower. I have a meeting at 11:30 with a brand, and it's currently 10 o'clock. And so I want to get ready for that. I'm not wearing makeup today because I am going to have a facial later on. I've got some eczema and stuff, so I'm getting like a treatment to hopefully fix that up a little bit or rehydrate my skin, I'm not sure. But I'll take you guys with me anyway. Alright, I'll see you after I'm showered and before my meeting. I'm just about to jump on, guys, for my meeting with that brand. I am discussing with them a potential, I guess, collaboration. This particular meeting is one that was arranged before I signed with my management company, and there have been some questions come through about that, which I will answer probably at lunchtime. But before I jump into this meeting, I'm going to reply to a few emails. So I recently changed my email from my personal one to my manager's email, which if you were to go and email me now, if you see any of my email addresses around, the Amplify one, that is my manager's email. I can still see everything that goes to that inbox, but she manages that for me. So I have had a heap of emails come through my personal one, which I don't know how that happened. I don't know where I've left my email. I'm pretty sure I haven't left it anywhere, but anyway, maybe they've had it on file already. And so what I would do, what I'm going to do now is just CC in my manager, and I've got about 6 emails to reply to. So that should take me about, I don't know, 10 minutes. And then I'll jump onto that meeting and I'll see you guys after that. It's lunchtime, guys. I am having sushi today. I got Sushi Hub, and I thought we can do a little bit of a mini mukbang while I eat my sushi. So someone has asked what camera I film on. So I film all my TikToks on my iPhone, which is this one here. I have an iPhone 12. And then I also film all my YouTube videos on the Sony vlogging camera. I can't show you it because that's the camera right there. Someone has asked, how do you decide what TikToks to film and post? I really try to have a daily vlog every day. I have vlogged every day since September 12th. Yeah, I've never missed a day. And I also post a weekly vlog every Sunday on YouTube. They are like my non-negotiables. Everything else I just post when I feel like, or sometimes you guys ask for certain content, or sometimes I ask you what content you want and then you vote, and that's what video I make. Someone has then asked, what are the pros and cons of being a content creator that you have experienced? I would say the pros are definitely you guys. You guys and the opportunities, because without you guys, I wouldn't have these opportunities. And it's like, they go hand in hand, so I'm very, very grateful. As for the cons, I'm gonna say probably like the safety perspective. I know that might sound weird, but some stuff has happened that has made me like really fear for my safety. And I don't want to say what it is and put it out there, because then that will like give other ideas, and I don't want to do that. But I'm definitely mindful of like posting in real time, and I don't usually post in real time for that reason. But yeah, it's just obviously that element of like cyber safety is like intensified when you're sharing so much online. Someone says, how do you have enough time for both jobs? Could you potentially quit your full-time job? At this point, I could not quit my full-time job. That's just because if I was doing that, I would be taking a significant pay cut. I have made money from social media, obviously, and from content creation, but I still out-earn that in my full-time job. If you're interested in that, go watch my 9 to 5 day in the life, which I filmed probably about a month ago. Yeah, so right now that's not on the cards. Someone asked, do you reach out for brands or wait for them to come to you? So until I had management, I did not reach out to any brands. That light is really bright now. I just had them come to me like through my email. And now that I am with a management company, oh, Franklin just sneezed. Now that I'm with a management company, they have brands on file and they know about campaigns and stuff that they could like put me forward for. So that's kind of how it's going at the moment. I've only been with this management company for, how long has it been? Like 2 weeks? How did you learn to edit your videos? Honestly, I just taught myself. There's also some really good content out there on YouTube that can help you learn stuff like that, which I would recommend watching. YouTube is amazing. There's so much content out there that can help you. How do you balance time for brand deals and still working your 9-to-5 job? Guys, I have done 8 brand deals, 7 brand deals. I don't have my computer in front of me, but I haven't done that many. And that's since like January. I say no 95% of the time. I've said no to a lot of money and a lot of brands because it wasn't aligned and because I didn't want to do an ad or a brand deal with them. And I think that because of my full-time job, I still have the luxury of doing that. But typically if I do say yes to a brand deal, I usually look at my calendar, see what else I've got going on. I make sure I have enough time to film it and submit it because sometimes it needs to be approved. And then I manage my time like that. So I manage all of my stuff in my calendar. I don't use any fancy apps or anything like that. I manage it in my calendar, and then I also have like a to-do list. And then I rank things in like priority order. Someone asked, how long does it take you to go through emails? I don't go through emails anymore. So that's the reason I signed with a management company, because I was really struggling to stay on top of emails, and they look after all of that for me. And the way that it works now is pre-management. I would deal with the companies, I would do all the negotiating, I would do all of the background work before agreeing to whatever we agreed to. Whereas now my manager does that on my behalf, and they take a cut of what I earn. So they take 20% of what I earn, which I think 20% is like the average. I did tell you I wasn't going to gatekeep anything in this video. And so I've had a few management brands reach out to me, and the consensus is that like that 20% is kind of, I guess, what's going in the market. It's a very unregulated industry, and I think doing it on your own versus having management, I'm very new to management, but I think that so far I'm enjoying it because of that aspect where I'm not having to do so much admin. Are these days you get off your full-time job annual leave? Yes. Yes. Someone asked if I had RDOs. I don't have RDOs. I did take today off as annual leave, and I really took it off because I'm also renovating my investment property, and so it's just easier for me to organize stuff for that, be at the property, and do other personal things. And I think taking that day off was taking these days off has been the only way that I've been able to do it without stressing myself out. So I would rather take a day off, use my annual leave, than be stressed, if that makes sense. By the way, these are my favorite. I'm really sorry about the lighting. It's very gloomy, and I'm just using natural light, and it doesn't seem to be that good. Oh my goodness, yum. Someone asked how to get started in content creation, especially when you're nervous. You need to care. You need to not care what anyone thinks. And I know that like that might be cliche, but if you really want to give it a go, you need to not care what anyone thinks and start putting yourself out there. I know it can be nerve-wracking. However, if I let what people think get in the way of me doing what I do now, there would be no way that I could do this job. And I would say so far, I'm enjoying it. There hasn't been any negatives that are like put me off it. And it's because I don't care what anyone thinks. Also, I'm trying this for the first time. It is veggie tempura. Hopefully it's nice. Someone says, is it hard filming with your family, and will we see your sister soon? My family's totally fine being in videos. They're very sweet and supportive. My sister does not like social media though. She doesn't have Instagram. She doesn't have TikTok. She doesn't really entertain that kind of space. And so sometimes I ask her if she wants to be in a video. She'll say yes. Other times I ask her, she says no, and I just have to respect that. I would never want to ask her to be in a video. I would never force her to be in a video, and if she said no, I respect her boundaries. And I think that's really important because a lot of you always want to see her and stuff like that, but she's a very private person, and that is totally fine. She does not have to share her life online because I share my life online. But my dad now has TikTok. My mum has TikTok. My mum doesn't post any videos. I keep telling her she should do like recipes and stuff like that because she's a really good cook. But again, she just doesn't really want to do that. My dad, on the other hand, he loves TikTok. If you guys have seen his TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. Someone says, not a question, but I've never subscribed to anyone's YouTube before and you're my first. Oh, thank you. That makes me so happy. And thank you if you have subscribed. If you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. All right, guys, I'm gonna quickly finish this and then head off. I'll come back after my facial and I will answer some more questions. So I have arrived at my facial. This opportunity is actually one that my manager gave to me. She said that it's just like a gifting experience and there's like no deliverables. And I'll explain a little bit about that later because someone asked a question about like pricing certain ads or brands, like what's involved, and I can go into that. But this is just, I think, like a PR thing. So I'm going to go in. I will take my camera. I don't know if I can film, but if not, I'll see you after. This is my face before, and then I'll show you the after in a second. I just finished the facial, guys. As you can see, I'm looking very glowy, and that experience was really nice. It was just like a gifted opportunity arranged by my management, which, as I said, there are no deliverables. So deliverables are what the brand wants from you in a deal, essentially. So sometimes the deliverable can be stories, it can be a TikTok, it can be an Instagram post, it can be a mention in a YouTube video. It really just depends. And I had a question in here: how does charging for your content work? Now, the price that a creator can charge for content can vary between a lot of different things, and I'll give you an example. So what you can charge, traditionally, I think people think it's based on like follower count, but there are content creators that I know that have, you know, maybe they don't have a crazy large following, but make quite a bit of money because their engagement is really high, their content quality is really high. There's all sorts of things that come into it. So I would say there's an element of like follower count, there's an element of like engagement and stats. So whenever a brand contacts me or contacts my management, they ask for my stats. They ask for my Instagram stats, my TikTok stats, my YouTube stats, so that they can see if they want to take that risk in investing in a brand deal with me. I'll give you some examples. So my first ever brand deal I did, I think I charged the company $150. Which that was back in like Feb. Since then, I've done a range of brand deals, all for different cost amounts. And I think while I was managing myself, I was probably undervaluing myself. And there's obviously that element there where now I've signed with a manager who has set my pricing, set my rates, and does all the negotiation for me. So I would say it really does depend. It really does depend. And the other thing is there's no like transparency in the space. I don't feel like there's other creators, and sometimes there is on TikTok, who will tell you what they charge for brand posts and things like that, but it really does depend. Other thing I wanted to mention is you don't get paid like in the creator fund on TikTok in Australia. So I don't make money from TikTok, from posting TikToks, from interacting on TikToks, for TikToks going viral. I don't get paid any money for views or any money for comments or likes, which is fine. The way that you would make money on TikTok is by doing a brand deal. Very similar to Instagram, very similar to YouTube. However, you can then make more income on YouTube from like views and like ads. And then eventually I would like to obviously start a podcast where, depending on the listens, I could maybe monetize that as well. But I would say, and I've always said this, I would rather say no to a brand deal than say yes. And I will continue to be picky because I don't ever want to have brand deal after brand deal after brand deal after brand deal after brand deal, because I think when you start doing that and you are focused on like something short term, like just trying to get money quickly, I feel like that's not a game that I want to play. Like, I'm more interested in like longevity. I'm more interested in keeping trust. I'm more interested in being authentic. I'm more interested in you guys knowing. When it's a paid post, you will know. When it's an ad, you'll know. If it's gifted, you'll know. Like, I really want to continue that, and I think that has worked well for me. I will answer another question because this person has made two really good questions. So someone said, before you had a management company, how did you weigh up tough business decisions? To be honest, I have worked in business development and I studied business and marketing. So I think I have an element there that has helped me in this space. I always go with my gut instinct, and I know that goes against a lot of business advice, but if something feels good to me in my gut, then I will say yes. If something it gives me the ick, I'll say no. If something is off, it usually is. In saying that, I have made some mistakes in my content creation career. I have signed certain things and agreed to certain things that, had I known what I know now that I have a manager, would I have done that? Maybe not. And I guess that's for another time. I can talk about mistakes not to make when you are in content creating. And then the other question this person asked was, why did you start your channel? And if you weren't successful, would you have stopped? So very quickly, but before I started this YouTube channel, and even before I started my TikTok, I had Instagram for a long time. And some of you may have followed me on Instagram for a long time, back when I had red hair and I used to like blog on Instagram. I did start a YouTube channel back then as well. This is in like my early 20s. However, I was a very different person then, and I was a very different creator then. I also was heavily influenced at the time by an old manager or mentor who kind of said, you either take social media seriously or you take corporate world seriously. And you can't have both. That's what he kind of made it out to me. And so I decided to pursue my corporate career, which obviously, as you've seen, that's gone pretty well. I no longer work for that company or for that person. And I then started my TikTok in September of 2021. That's when I first started consistently posting. I'd posted random TikToks before then, but I posted what I posted there without really the intention of it becoming what it is now. And then after my TikTok started to grow, you guys asked me for a YouTube, and that's why I made a YouTube channel again, because you guys wanted it. And it's very similar to the reason why I'm starting a podcast, because you guys want it. I want to give you the content that you want. I am honored that you want content from me, and if you ask me for something, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, I'm happy to do that because I really do love you guys. And I will get to the rest of the questions in a second. I've got to head off because I've got a doctor's appointment now, and I want to take you with me because I'm getting my flu shot, although I don't think my doctor will let me film him, but we can try. All right, guys, let's go. I just had my flu shot and I'm feeling okay. I feel like I've answered a good chunk of questions for this video today. Someone has asked, the other side of the camera, what does it look like while you were filming? How can I show you that right now? Maybe if I put my... There you go. That's what it looks like. That's so funny. That is so funny. I flip the mirror back so I can see myself. So right now, this is me looking at you. This is me looking at myself. Can you see how my eyes, at the start, if you go back to my first YouTube videos, I kept looking at myself like an idiot. But I try to focus on you guys because that's rude if I'm not looking at you. Someone said, how does it feel talking to the camera? I'm so used to it now, and I feel like I've relaxed a lot. If you look back to my first videos, I was very, very nervous. And when I did my healing series on TikTok, I was gutted. I was in a depressive state, and I was actually diagnosed with depression then, guys. And so my voice was like very low and like very weak, if that makes sense. And so I really think I found like my confidence and stuff, and it feels quite natural to me now. It doesn't feel nerve-wracking. And maybe that's because I'm an Aries. I have no problem like putting myself out there at all. And I think I do a lot of public speaking at work, and I think that also gives me that confidence too. I am also going to answer maybe one or two questions before I drive. Someone says, does it ever get overwhelming? How do you deal with juggling everything? It definitely does get overwhelming, and I guess that's why I took off this Wednesday, and I took off last Wednesday, and I'm going to take off next Wednesday. As for juggling everything, it doesn't feel like juggling at the moment because I time manage very well. But it can get overwhelming if you have like deadlines. If I have deadlines at work and then I have content that I need to create for brands, that can be overwhelming. There was a recent week, it was probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, where I had said yes to 3 brand deals, and it was silly. It was silly of myself to do that. Sorry, it was 2 brand deals in the same week.
and one was an Instagram post, one was stories, and it was just too much for me to like film and then send the content for approval. And so again, I've learned to manage my time better with what I say yes to, what I say no to. There's some questions in here that aren't related. Someone said, do you get headaches or sore eyes from being on your phone filming technology all day? No, I don't, but my screen time is really high. And so I think I used to beat myself up about that, but I don't anymore because it is work for me now. So I'm going to be on my phone. I will say I do have a work phone as well, like for my 9 to 5 job. And so when I'm at work, I'm obviously using that. So I think the screen time I get is not even like really a true screen time because I'm probably in front of a computer or a camera or a phone for majority of the day. Someone says, what do you feel has changed the most since becoming a content creator? I'm going to say probably being noticed by you guys in public. I think it is always quite sweet when you come up and say hello. I love it when you come and say hello to me. I have people ask me for photos. I've even had people ask me to send them like birthday messages or Mother's Day messages for like gifts, like video recordings, which is really, really sweet. I don't know. I still feel very normal. I am very normal. I am very normal. So I feel when that stuff happens, I'm like, oh, and I think I always try and stay grounded. One thing that my psychologist has always said to me, because she obviously has known me before this and has known me while I'm going through this and all this exciting stuff is happening. And she said a way to stay really grounded is to just take the bad with a grain of salt, because there's obviously, you know, hate comments and things like that. And she also said take the good with a grain of salt too. So I never want to get a big head. I never want to get like, I think I'm better than anyone. Like, I'm human. I'm having a human experience. This is different to a traditional income or a traditional job. But yeah, I really try to stay grounded. But I think that's what I feel like has changed the most. Someone says, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. And when I think about that, that gives me anxiety. Honestly, I never used to be one to plan ahead. And I reckon I can plan ahead to about a year now, which is a big step for me because I used to be like, no, I'm just taking it day by day. I can't think 5 years ahead. I think back to 5 years ago and my life was so different. Who can see where they are in 5 years? Obviously, I've got goals and I'm working towards them, but yeah. Someone says, what sort of car do you drive? I drive a Mazda. Hey guys, I'm going to drive home and then I will answer the rest of the questions while having a snack because I'm feeling a bit hungry. Oh no, I just got a notification. Your iCloud storage is full. That's what it's like being a content creator because you're always taking photos and videos, which I did anyway before all this. But I feel like I didn't answer that question before in the car. Why did you start your channel? And if you weren't successful, would you have stopped? To be honest, I think, and maybe this is just like a weird way that I think, but I think when you put your energy into something and when you water it, something will grow. Maybe not in the way that you planned, maybe not in the way that you anticipated, but I think that question is layered because it's like, what is success? And for me, a lot of it was guided by what you guys wanted. But I will say that like when I had my first YouTube channel, I don't think it was really that successful. And then I stopped giving it attention because I chased that corporate career instead. And it's like, well, who's to say if I didn't channel that energy into it back then, my YouTube channel could be in a very different place right now. And I don't look back and think, oh, what if? I think I'm glad nothing happened back then because I was a different person and I probably would be creating very different content. I love who I am. I'm so fulfilled and content and sure of who I am now that I think that had to happen so that this could happen. And I truly believe it worked out in the best way. I'm going to answer a couple more questions and then wrap this up because I want to edit this video today so that I can post it tomorrow and not have to worry. One of the questions was, do you think you achieve a good work-life balance? I'm going to say no at the moment. I don't. I'm just eating some corn chips. There's another question in here about how much time do you commit to both work and creating and do you make time for you? I think I'm very good at making time for me. my walk in the morning, my gym session, that is me time. And I schedule that time in. Like, it's a non-negotiable for me to do that daily. I will say that I am absolutely working. See, yes and no. I was going to say I absolutely work 9 to 5, but that's bullshit because last week I traveled for Canberra and I literally did like 14-hour days. And I worked to 9 p.m. on Thursday night. And I have a lot of autonomy in my full-time job, but I will say leading into the end of financial year, I am struggling a little bit, and that's why I've taken these days off. I will say though, while I may not be achieving a good balance, my self-care is top tip. I have regular therapy sessions. I look after myself with the food that I eat, the water that I drink, the sleep that I get, and the exercise that I do. And I'm also so hyper aware that I can feel myself on the verge of like an anxiety attack or on the verge of like an anxious patch of my life, and I'm not there. And I know what to take to stop me from getting to that point. But I would say, I'm not going to sit here and say, yes, I've got great work-life balance, because a lot of the time, you know, every Saturday night now is dedicated to editing that YouTube vlog. And I get better at it every week. I get a little bit quicker. But, you know, that Saturday night, I think, would I be going out anyway? Probably not, because I don't really like to go out. So I don't know. Is it work-life balance? Does content really feel like work? That's the other thing. It doesn't. So it's a weird question, but I'm going to say I probably don't. And that's okay for right now. I still feel like I'm managing it and I'm doing what I need to alleviate any like serious kind of like risks to like my stress and my health. This question was really good. Was there one viral video? What was your growth like? In brackets, love your work. Thank you. I love you too. I'm going to say I went viral on TikTok for being the girl that got dumped. I posted a video the day I got dumped. I was crying. Some of you might remember that video. I was really ugly crying on the internet. I didn't think what would happen would happen. I didn't think it would blow up. I didn't think that would happen. The next day I posted a video of me like vlogging about healing from this breakup, because I was down bad, guys. I was gutted. I was heartbroken and I was in pain. And that video blew up as well. And then I would say I grew to about like 30 to 50,000 followers in that time frame of doing that healing vlogs. And if you go back on my TikTok, you'll see the healing series. I've archived all of the stuff in like a playlist for you so that you can watch it in case you are going through a breakup. But that there was, I think, what built most of my community. And then people liked my vlogs, and so I didn't want to be the girl that got dumped on TikTok. I just wanted to like continue sharing my life. And then I moved to daily vlogs, which felt quite natural to me because I would post on my stories anyway and post throughout the day anyway. So it just kind of made sense. It felt quite natural. Since then, my growth on there has been quite quick, and I'm really grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm always grateful for you guys. And now I would say my views and my followers are just consistently going up at like a healthy pace. But yeah, I'm really grateful for the TikTok algorithm, because I think it is different to the algorithm on Instagram, and I think you can find your people, you can find your community, and that's what I love about it. And I would say I don't think I like have a niche. I don't think I have a niche at all. I think I just post stuff that I like, whether that's posting about Franklin, posting food, posting a workout, posting my vlog, posting like, you know, what I bought at the shops, eating lunch with me, unpacking my dinner with me. Like, I don't think that's a niche. I think I'm just being me, and then people that can either relate or find comfort in my videos find my videos, which I love. And then 2 more questions, because my camera's gonna die. What is your planning schedule when it comes to content creation? I don't really have a planning schedule. Similar to before, I just make sure I do my daily vlog and my weekly vlog. If I have a brand deal, I do like to get creative and think of ways that I can make it a little bit more interesting. And then I've got another question here. Balancing work goals and personal goals. I'm also a BDM who struggles with identity outside of work. So I actually spoke about this in my vlog, literally the one I posted on Sunday, saying that I felt a bit disconnected from my job. And then I unpack that a little bit in my journal, and I think what it is that I used to tie a lot of attachment and a lot of identity to my full-time job. My camera cut out, guys. What I was saying, also, look how shiny I'm looking. Jeez, I'm glad I'm going to wrap this up soon. But what I was saying was, in relation to that last question, which, I don't know, I think I used to really tie my identity to my job. And I think I've become a lot more neutral in that space now, because I think it is unhealthy when you tie your identity to things that can change or can be taken away from you. And as I said in my last video, I care more about like how my life feels, how I show up, how I treat people, my values. Do I live according to my values? Can I go to sleep at night knowing that, you know, I'm putting good out into the world? That's kind of what fulfills me more now. And that is how I just dropped my phone. That's how I would probably answer that question. Oh God, that was not very flattering. I'm just going to quickly check. Guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. You know why? Because if you like this video and you want a part 2, or you want more specific stuff answered, please leave them below. Let me know. If you want part 2, let me know. We could potentially do that. But I think I'm going to wrap it up because this video seems long. But what I'm going to do tonight, because it's currently 6 p.m. I'm going to have dinner now. All day I've been taking little bits and pieces behind the scenes for my daily vlog. I'm probably going to post another TikTok before my daily vlog, and then I'm going to edit this after I have dinner. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about this video, let me know. If you want a part 2, let me know. Please like, please subscribe. And guys, we're nearly at 10K. The giveaway is going to be soon. Anyway, have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you on Sunday for the weekly vlog. Wow. My flu shot is getting to me. All right. Mwah. Love you guys. See you soon.